What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another video. Alright guys, this one I want to talk about adding another game to the actual list of games I'm going to be covering. One of those games are going to be probably the most excited I'm about coming out in 2023. And it's one of my favorite genres, one of my favorite series of all time. If you guys know anything about me, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy. So we're going to go ahead and cover this, and it's going to be none other than Final Fantasy Evercrisis, Final Fantasy 7 specifically, Evercrisis, which is going to be an original story of Sephiroth and some of the new soldiers. They're introducing their original units that have never been released. I am absolutely excited about this because, again, Sephiroth, anything Sephiroth, Cloud, Final Fantasy 7, I'm all over. The entire series has been my childhood up to my adulthood, and this was one game that I'm definitely going to be covering on my channel. So let's look at the actual trailer together, and let's check out the Twitter and see what to expect. If you have not done so, subscribe to their Twitter, and also pre-register for the game coming out September 7th, officially global everywhere. And then once again, tune into the channel for everything about this game because I'm going to be going in on this game for sure. Might do a free-to-play account as well as a paid account, depending on how I feel and how the game's going. But definitely going to do a lot of guides and a lot of gameplay on this game because I'm looking forward to it like crazy. So without further ado, guys, let's check out the trailer together.
Final Fantasy VII is one of the most beloved role-playing games of all time, and features an incredible cast of memorable characters. And even though we love them, it's always good to get a change of perspective. Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis is an upcoming RPG that includes a playable new story that revolves around a young Sephiroth.
So that right there is one of the main reasons why I want to play this. It's revolving around a young Sephiroth. So we don't know much about Sephiroth outside of his time with Soldier, right, in Shinra. We don't know much about his past outside of the fact that he clearly became obsessed with Jenova and, you know, was essentially wanting to be the one who rules the world. And if you don't know much about Final Fantasy VII, he is the main antagonist of the game, and he's the main villain throughout many of the Final Fantasy VII series, and continues to still be probably the marquee villain in all of Final Fantasy, period. So this is a huge deal for Sephiroth fans to know more about his past. So let's keep watching.
Fledgling, world-famous antagonist brings a new point of view on classic moments in Final Fantasy VII's story. But there's far more to Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis than just revisiting the past. Here are 7 things you need to know.
Yo, this is incredible. I can't wait. I actually want to know what this is like. I want to know more about the game, so this is a really good trailer to start with. So let's check it out.
Sephiroth made his debut in Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation, and the world has been hooked on the vexing villain ever since. FF7 Evercrisis takes us back to when Sephiroth was young and still growing out his trademark silver hair. Just what was Sephiroth like before he was an adult? Was he always destined to become a villain? Or does a hero's spark dwell in his heart? FF7 Evercrisis tells us the tale.
And I'm not going to lie to you guys, from a story perspective, that to me matters more than anything. Knowing more about Sephiroth's past, knowing that he was the hero, the fabled hero that everybody wanted to be like, and then he turned obviously to Jenova and became the villain that he is, the most iconic villain, I'd like to say, in Final Fantasy lore history. But knowing about his past and the heroics that he started off with, I want to know how he acquired Masaman, the sword, more than anything, to be honest, because that is a legendary sword in all of RPGs, period. That's one of the most popular swords outside of Excalibur. So, 2 major things I'm super excited to know about.
Sephiroth's story in FF7 Evercrisis is called Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, and it's a brand new adventure that features 3 soldiers named Glenn, Matt, and Lucia. The hidden truth behind Soldier will be revealed as this generation rises, and we'll find out how the fate of these 3 soldiers becomes intertwined with Sephiroth. While FF7 Evercrisis also teaches us more about Sephiroth, it also lets us revisit classic Final Fantasy VII characters and locations. Look
That's
for
amazing.
new side stories that involve established Final Fantasy VII cast members. You'll also get the chance to gain a new perspective on Zack Fair from Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII.
That is incredible. I'm so excited for that. Really, I really am.
FF7 Evercrisis' battle system plays off Final Fantasy VII's active time battle system. FF7 Evercrisis' fights inspire nostalgia thanks to the reappearance of certain enemies, bosses, and locations, but the buffed up visuals give you a brand new look at places you already thought you knew. Dramatic cutscenes add flourish to limit breaks and summons, and if you need to, you can also change the speed of FF7 Evercrisis' battles if things come at you a bit too fast. You can also auto-battle if entering menu commands just they stay pristine no matter how many monsters you gut while wearing them.
Those costumes looked so damn good. All about those skins.
FF7 Evercrisis doesn't just contain a meaty story full of familiar faces and brand new surprises. There's also a co-op mode that lets you team up with friends to take down powerful bosses.
You know I'm playing
Form
with you guys
parties
on
of
that.
Up to 3 members, including popular faces like Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, and Zack, as you wreak havoc on massive monsters. Coordinate with your comrades in the lobby or the battlefield, ensuring that your battle plans lead you to victory. FF7 Evercrisis remixes the visuals of the beloved cast. Characters are rendered in a style that recalls the PlayStation's popular polygons, and the visual mix lends the game a unique air. There's always a new tale to be told in the Final Fantasy VII universe, and this time it's Sephiroth's turn to speak up. FF7 Evercrisis lets you revisit old friends, meet new ones, and test your fighting prowess alongside friends. Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis is coming to the App Store as well as Google Play on September 7th.
Shout out to IGN for covering that. Yo, listen, guys. If you're not excited about this game, then you're probably not a Final Fantasy fan. If you are excited about this game, I really hope you join my Discord. Jump onto the channel I'm going to create for this game, and let's play this game together. It is going to drop. You guys can register now. September 7th is going to be a huge, huge day for me. This game is going to be absolutely bonkers, and I can't wait to play it and cover it. Alright guys, this is Payne. I'll see you guys in the next one.